Hello? Okay, I know you probably can hear me now. It's not, I didn't realize that it was on the right mic, but I didn't realize it was not picking me up, and now it's on the wrong mic. How do I sound? I'm off my camera mic. I might go out for a second here. Then switch back to my right mic. Hello? Okay. Should still be able to hear me. I don't know why I did that. Okay, I was saying, so apparently you're the top fan today because Flitz number two, silent streaming to blowing out the mic. Very covered guard. Is that better, Flit? Do you guys see the crown and the number one or number two beside your name? Oh, I should leave and let other people get more experience. I'm not sure whether it works that way. I'm not sure how it works. It's a new feature. Obviously by YouTube. Well, you were the second person to come in and say something. It has something to do with that. Flit. I don't see it. Oh, you don't see it by their name? Joshua doesn't even have anything next to his name. He was the third person in. Ooh. Metal has 75 experience. Flit has 50. I wonder how you get experience. Okay, what's the leaderboard? A place for fans to stand out in the community. The top three get special badges and live chat. It resets every stream so you can always try again. How do you get on the leaderboard? You need to collect experience points or XP. Here's how you get them. Send live chat messages. Send super chats and super stickers. Well, nobody can do that on my channel yet. So, does it? Oh, Flit. Now, does it mean I'm second in line to press? I'm not sure whether that's what it means, but Flit has now become number one. Please do, Flit. I guess the more you chat, the more likely you are to get experience points. So if you want to beat them, Joshua, you got to talk more. Rick, please, now only address me as Crown Prince. You'll have to change your title then, your name, Crown Prince Flit. for the chat. My only question is, what can you get with your experience changing your changing your YouTube handle? It's not the Jedi way. Yet you're not a Jedi. Or are you of Yoda's race? Which we have no idea what it's called. You can't decide I'm not a Jedi. That's between me and the Force. Well, seeing as the Jedi's aren't real and the Force isn't real, and you are real, you can't be a Jedi. Oh, just a reminder, Thursday's um silhouette game will be Canadian superheroes. In honor of Canada Day. And Flip Studio decided just because I moved my mouse, I was going to shut down. So everything I did so far today has been for naught. That figures. Uh, hey, wise guy, how are you? Oh, cool. That's good. I've been better. Just last week I went up and visited my dad, which that in itself is a good thing because my birthday was last week. But it could be the last birthday I get to see my dad. He got cancer again. I've known this for about 2 months. 2.5 months. But he's doing a little worse than I thought. Yeah, he had it back in 2023, cancer of the bladder, but he got it cut out at Christmas, which was, a couple months after my mom died. And then mid April, he was told that it's back and aggressive, and he had 3 to 6 months. And like I said, it was up there for last week for the week. And, well, he was in bed a lot, not necessarily sleeping, but his bed's in like his living room, so now. And there's a bed in the his man cave that he made for, as far as I know, made for when he initially had the cancer the first time. But he might have made it before then, but he wasn't, like I said, he wasn't sleeping necessarily all the time in those, but he was probably in the bed 75% of the time I was there and probably sleeping half of it. And then his eating habits have gone way down. Isn't like he used to be a very big guy and he started losing weight before all this came about. Um, but now he's down over 200. He used to be over 350, closer to 400. Um, this is he had a we had a chicken burger one night, and this was cut in half for him, and he only ate half of that. There would have been one time that he could have probably ate four of those. And even a year ago, he would have been able to eat that and a whole side of fries, a whole chicken burger and a side of fries. But you know, that was about the extent of his eating. Sometimes he ate a little bit more, but not a whole lot more than that while I was there. So, seeing my dad go from what he once was to what he is now was sort of a real, I guess, eye opening. He's supposed to be coming down to Hamilton sometime this week. He might not make it. In a lot of ways, I'll be surprised if he makes it just over another month. For sure. For sure. That is definitely the hardest part. And I didn't think of it when I was up there. I thought of it on my way back. I should have got a picture with him. Hopefully he gets down to Hamilton. I want to get a picture with him. Um, he has his wife. He has a nurse that comes in and checks up on him once or twice a week. Uh, he can get up and walk around easy enough, but it does, as he puts it, if he does too much activity, it kicks the shit out of him. Like here, show you a couple pictures of him back when I was 40, so 12 years ago. This is at my 40th birthday party. These pics. Then I'm gonna show you. I thought they would. Okay, let me. Thought they were. Oh, they're in a folder there, D drive. Okay, my bad. Yeah, so there's me, my dad, and his wife Donna on my 40th birthday. So let's see. He would have been. He's 25 years older than me, so 65? Yeah, that's right. He's 77 now. Another one of us three. My dad. My dad's in the gray shirt. My uncle Donnie with no shirt. And my cousin Rick, who is a few years older than me. That would be Anita, my cousin who I was staying with, Anita, her brother. And there you see my mom in the background. My dad and his sister Cheryl. My dad in the background there. There's me in the background. Wait, is it your name? Yes, it is. My dad's name is Rick. My name is Rick. My cousin's name is Rick. He was named after my dad as well. My dad convinced my aunt, his sister, to name one of her kids after him in case he didn't get any kids. That's my Uncle Charlie, my dad's brother, um, one of his younger brothers. Donnie is the youngest of the brothers. That's Anna, his wife, and that is Amanda, I believe, and that's my cousin Rick's wife, probably girlfriend at the time. The the three Ricks. We three Ricks of Oriental. Me and my dad. My dad, me, and my aunt Cheryl. And there's my cousin Anita in the background there. I have more pics from that day, but I just grabbed the ones with my dad in. We three Ricks. I'm sure. Definitely there are, but and I don't discount prayer, but unfortunately, there's lots of people that say God doesn't answer prayers. And unfortunately, it's not that He doesn't answer them. A lot of times, sometimes doesn't answer the way that we want. Sometimes He says no when we want a yes. And unfortunately, I know that way too much by experience. Next, I gotta come back and actually do his hair. Bring this up a little bit. Okay, so let's save that. Do you have a campaign live right now, or are you waiting until you have the project finished? Well, it's not live yet. I'm not waiting till the project is finished first. Actually, this Saturday, I will be going live with my campaign for Canadian Shield 3. It's supposed to be going live um, Saturday noon Eastern Standard Time, and if all goes right, I'm going to be launching over on Dillard's channel, doing uh, you know what I mean. I think. Okay, let's. I don't need all these pictures up now. Well, maybe I'll show them off later. I don't know. There's somebody that's here. It comes up. Because all but 3 pages are drawn up. And the only reason those 3 pages aren't drawn up is because there's going to be a draw-in tier for $100. Most likely Canadian. And then, so you could be one panel or multiple panels. I think it's going to be multiple panels on all those. There's one panel on page 7, 6, 7, and 8, I think it is. Or 7, 8, and 9. 7, 8, and 9, I think it is. There's one panel on page 7, and then not sure how many panels on page 9, but probably multiple panels on page. Like, hey, Mike, how are you? No, no. Pay to get drawn in. In fact, you know what? Let's bring from my comic up. I know I did this couple weeks ago. My campaigns. Edit. Awards. Uh, let's actually see this first. Let's pop out the chat. Move it over here. Not necessarily. It doesn't say. Okay, so let's. No, that's one right there, and let's. I mean, a tier where people pay you for the privilege of drawing a page could be an interesting gimmick. No, the draw in tier to get drawn into the comic. How do you mean thinking? Well, you just it's going to be a thing where there's a church. It's at a church, so you person could be visiting the church from anywhere. You know, they're just their depiction of gets things. So first reward is digital shield. So basically, digital copy of Canadian Shield 3 for $5. $15. I gotta respell physical, right? For $15, you get a physical copy of the Canadian Shield 3. $5 shipping to Canada, 10 to the US, 15 for the rest of the world. Physical copy. I gotta put in here digital ones of Canadian Shield 2 and 3, or 1 and 2. I'm actually tempted to sign up for the. No, I did not. So $10, you can get Canadian Shield 1, the remastered version. Uh, for $30, you can get Canadian Shield 1, 2, and 3. I should put a tier in there for just Canadian Shield 2 in case somebody's got 1 and they want 2. And maybe 1 for 2 and 3. I don't know, sure. Uh, Second, here's Canadian Shield 2. Get us the second issue of Canadian Shield. Physical copy. Oh, I didn't put the shipping on that. I gotta add the shipping there. Rewards 6. Let's go to church. Cool. Basic, like I said, there is a mock-up panel of the first panel that you would be in. With this reward, you can have yourself or someone drawn into the church congregation. You will also get a digital get a digital and physical copy of the Canadian Shield 3. Not only will you be in this panel, but most likely on the next 2 pages after this, as they will have shots of the church congregation. So there's going to be 10 spots for this. So that's the tiers at the moment. I got to put in a few more. Probably tomorrow I'm going to be doing a lot on this. Getting pictures in. 10 spots is generous. Yeah. I'm not sure whether, well, the congregation is big, right? The congregation is big. So I'm not sure, and as you can see, if I can ever get down there. The first two people get a little bit more, some get seen a little bit more than others. I was It was all right for the most part, Mike, but you weren't here earlier. It was good but bad at the same time. Not that anything negative happened between me and my dad. It's just that I saw how deteriorated he was from what I've known in the past. Numbers on their face. No, I'll just probably get him to draw in whatever at that point. Either that or I might just say fill it in with this picture or that picture. As far as I know, I wasn't showing the choir in this. Um, it's supposed to be a Sunday evening thing, so that wouldn't be as big. And yeah, a lot of evangelical churches don't have choirs anymore, especially well, I was going to say smaller ones. They might have one or two backup singers to a whoever's lead. Well, let me see that. Give me a second, Joshua. I need to bring up something. I've never been to a church with a dedicated choir. The entire congregation always hold double duty as the choir. Are you doing all the pencils, inks, and color? I'm not doing the pencils or the inks. That is by the same guy that did pencils and inks. By the same guy that did issue 2, Efren Crespo. But as you can see, I'm doing the colors here. And let me look over. I take it that's on Twitter that you DM me. Or was that on? Nope. The face and the basic body, sure, Joshua, but we'd have to put some clothes on. because I not having gotta be somewhat look somewhat respectable for the in church. You can show the image on stream. Yes, I can. uh, I guess I will. Copy image. So here is the image that he showed. That's not a character in my book. Joshua was saying, if I pay $100, can I get this character in? And I was saying, so that's not my character. But that looks like it's somebody else's character, Joshua. So that might be possibly a problem. Copyright and all that stuff. If I give you no, I would not put Mickey Mouse in my book for $100. Maybe 10,000 or 100,000. I might. Hey Tim, it's amazing. I just talked to a customer at work who has heard of you and might actually follow. Okay, that is definitely amazing. You mean me, right, Tim? They've heard of the Canadian Shield or me, Rick Piper. Let's get a few more specifics there, Tim. How did this conversation come about? Do they actually own a copy of the Canadian Shield? Oh, we were talking about. I don't think so. Mickey Mouse is. Well, Steamboat Willie is. The Flipco marketing department is putting in work. You're welcome. Did they say how they had heard about me, Tim? Like, did they say they met me at a con or something? Because I think there's somebody that went to the Alpha Omega Con that I met that lives in Arizona. He follows you on Facebook. Oh wow. Okay. I forgot that you were in the host state. In the state that makes you a hoe. Yeah, I gotta get rid of that. Okay. Uh, what is with the black eyes on that go? Okay. I don't know. I guess that's supposed to be shading if that's what you mean there. This, it might be just because it's so far back. I don't know. I didn't do the pencils and the inks. Well, it's a new thing that they introduced. I'm not sure what you can do with it. I didn't even know it was there till I did a stream today. Heck, it wasn't even there yesterday, as far as I know, when I did a stream last night for half an hour. LJR got a strike for Chris Arnold going in one of his intros. Okay, who is LRJ got a strike for Chris R. LRJ is the streamer, but were they both on stream? What? I'm not sure what to make of what you're saying, Tim, myself either. Another YouTuber got a strike for showing guns in a comic book. Oh, Lord. So it was something shown on stream. It wasn't something said in the chat. The crowns. How would that relate to the crowns? Yeah, but it's about the crown is about top fans, Tim, and top fans in XP. What's the leaderboard? A place for fans to stand out in the community. Top three get special badges and live chat. It resets every stream, so you can always try again. How do you get on the leaderboard? You need to collect experience points or XP. Here's how you get it. Send live chat messages, send super chats or super stickers. Learn more or turn off in the help center. Okay. Is that about learning about what the crown is about? Yeah, because the crown just appeared, I'll say today, or, well, Metal said last night. He was in somebody else's chat yesterday. I did a stream yesterday, although Michael said something in the chat yesterday at 6, and they didn't have it. So I don't know what time they put it in. I updated. Well, unless you are doing a lot, I don't think right now it says for my top fans, people that have. Are you chatting in live chat, Joshua? You might have to switch it from top chat to live chat if you haven't done that. Right now it says my top thing. Flit is number 1, then Tim, and then Metal at number 3, and Mike at number 4. Hey Herman, how are you? Why is that 4,000? I don't. I'm going to work on chapter 16. Did you redraw those guys up? Which guy? This guy? No. I gotta put a little bit more stuff in here. This is supposed to be the bathroom. You should be being able to see a toilet somewhere about here. Not that you could see what I just did. And I was mistaking this for something else. Thinking it was the kitchen for a second. Rick is very particular about how. No, he's technically. I didn't do the inks, not on this. I messed with. I did added in some background lines like the door frame there and into the bathroom. That's about it. I did nothing. Oh, I might have made this guy bigger in the frame too. I might have grabbed him and then enlarged him. But I don't think I even did that for this panel, anyways. This is pencils and inks on, we'll say 95% of this is, or more. Efren Crespo, the artist, the penciler. And as for not how the men look in the hey Fitzjozo, I'm not particular how men look in the bathroom. I'm just particular about my background because this, yeah, I'm going to show some reference pic here. John Sims is supposed to be standing right about here. Might be popping in. Well, let me know if you are because if you go in because A, I need to put my headphones on and I need to get into the chat. Oh, okay. Give me a sec, Fitzjozo then. Oh, man. Hey, Fitz. Jozo. Okay, I can't hear you. Let me. some video. Okay. Try now, Fitz. Shows up. Okay, I hear you somewhat. Okay, now I hear you. And as people here, Rick, what are your thoughts on the Oxford comma? Personally, I'm a fan. I'm not even sure what you're talking about, Fitzchosa. Not Fitzchosa, Flick. Oh, read a comment in the chat. Well, Flick Amaranth in the chat said, Rick, what are you, Rick, what are your thoughts on the Oxford comma? Personally, I'm a fan. And then I read that, I responded to it. Instead of saying his name, I said yours accidentally because thinking you're in the back room, but forgetting I just read somebody else's comment entirely. It was entirely different. And they should be able to hear you in the in out there in Never Never Land now. Oh, I don't think YouTube. I have over 2 or 3 thousand videos, and they've never promoted me, as far as I know. The odd time, maybe 1 or 2 videos have got popular that I did, but not enough to get a lot. You know, like 400 or 500 views, maybe. I think. Let's see, the video that I have, all my videos. I've done this before. Let's see. Yeah, well, it's always saying like my video that has the most, my live stream that has the most watches, which is 511, was done on June 20th, 2019. So that's been over 6 years that's gotten that many views. My shorts that has the most views is a 20-second one called Out of Detroit, which was done on September 12th, 2023, and it has 2,055 views. Some shorts have got me a lot of views. Just a video putting up, you know, whatever length, is one that I did March 15th of this year. It has 651 views. And so there is nothing there's no way to tell what videos will get viewed or not, Fitzgerald. Let's see. What were you going to say? Yeah. Well, Flit says, Rick, your SEO on YouTube is tracked. I have scrolled through a dozen vids about some comic called Crossed before, and one of your vids popped up. Yeah, but did you search Crossed or Cross? I could see it wouldn't come up as Crossed with the ED on the end, but maybe you accidentally mistyped there. I don't know. Your channel isn't even close to one that comes up. Yeah. Oh, that I can believe, though. Like, heck, I think even if I just type Cross Comics. Cross Comics. Well, I typed in one, and right now it shows the third one at the moment with live 6 viewers. But go down, it shows some short, shows in the shorts one of my videos. But yeah, you're right. I know there's definitely a lot of, it doesn't show a lot of my stuff. I Sounds like prime material for Rick to view live on stream. Yeah, here, let's. Guess what? Not a lot of people comment on a lot of the videos that I put up either. Unfortunately, that's the thing is, like those ones that I have, like that 2001, there's barely any comments on that short. The 600 one, that was, a small video put up. I think there was some comments, and then probably half of those are me responding, so you have to usually get into the thousands, hundreds or thousands of views before many people respond, unless they know you in a comment. What's a lot, Alpha? And hello, Alpha. Flit says, yeah, well, I only have like about one or two videos that has over 1,000 views, Alpha. I did when I went to Dillard's uh, place. Well, when I went to what's the name of it? L.A. the last time back in 2023, and me getting out of Detroit, I did a 20-second video that got 2,000 views. I don't know how. It's 20 seconds short. Just me saying, yes, I'm finally out of Detroit. Flit says engagement is king. You need to start making controversial statements then asking people to debate in the comments. That'll skyrocket you to the top. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility too. Depends on how you want to build your channel. You could be like Ethan Van Scriber, who want to be a drama. Yeah. And guess what? It's the same thing for me. I wouldn't. Yeah, well, I'm just using him as an example. But there are art channels like what's and sometimes you gotta have a big name. Like what's a there's a couple channels I watch. Give me a sec. Uh, Pop Cross Studios. He has a few thousand. He has 598,000 subscribers. And he doesn't do that controversy stuff. And then there's another one here. Oh, the box office artist. And he's got even more. My point is, he's got 1.5 million subscribers. So you don't necessarily need to do thing. You just have to put up stuff and keep putting up stuff, being consistent with it, and hopefully you'll get noticed. People love that stuff, right? Bumbling through dangerous cities such as Chicago, Detroit. People watch those for the same reason they watch NASCAR. If you catch my meaning. Yeah. Flit says, check how many comments, subs are meaningless if you get zero engagement. I could agree with that. Yeah. Alpha says, I follow box office artists. He streams really early in the morning. Yeah, he does. He's actually in Toronto. Last Hamilton Comic Con, he was there. I'm not sure whether you remember. I got a commission from him, and I colored it. Let's see whether I can. Yeah, there. I got him to do the Canadian Shield. And then I colored it in. Yeah, definitely a good dad. Nice guy, for sure. I'm not sure what his faith is. I mean, for the algorithm, a 1K sub channel that has 500 comments will get pushed by the algorithm more than a million channels with 3 comments. Yeah, you should be teaching videos, people how to draw. Cool, says Wise Guy. He stops his streams to make lunch for his kids before they go to school. Oh, that's good, definitely, yeah. Yeah, and then he's redrawn his kids' stuff too. And it does help that he's a good artist too. He does have name recognition from some Marvel, DC, more Marvel. His tagline is this thing in the Marvel style. And that just means beefed and buffed up. Unfortunately, some of it's good, some of it's, well, all the art is good, but some of his drawings, when he's drawing a big fat guy and then he just makes him muscular, it's like, okay, that makes no sense. Okay, I get drawing it in the Marvel style, the nice detail and all that, but if the guy is supposed to be a big fat guy, don't make him a buff muscular guy. You still there, Fitzjozo? Oh yeah. Yeah, but Marvel does have fat guys, Flit and Joshua. Look at the Blob. I know there's more than just the Blob out there, but you know, there's the Slug. Oh, are you talking the Canadian Shield wise guy? The lower right corner, is that guy really supposed? Yeah, Canadian Shield is 8 foot tall. Wise guy. Yeah, yeah, it definitely does. So it appeals to a certain different, Miss Incredible, fat but muscular. Yeah. Uh, uh, and what did you say, Fitz? Sorry, hey, what? Ah, ah. Oh, that's good. Uh huh. Yeah. So like I said, the thing is, unfortunately, even with YouTube, you just got to trudge through and just keep making content. Maybe you'll get noticed one day. Maybe you won't. There's lots of channels out there. No, I don't. No. Okay. Okay. Am I missing something? Yeah. Well, when you said I saw the first episode and yours, I realized what it was. Catwoman. I hate it. The Catwoman movie. Oh, you said new. I didn't notice the word new in there for some reason. Uh, well, let's see. I haven't really hated any movies I've seen lately. I haven't seen the new Superman yet, so I'm waiting till I see it. Probably in about 2 weeks. I'm gonna go see Jurassic Park next Tuesday, or Jurassic World, I guess. Yeah, yeah. Joshua said the new Superman is going to be woke, right, Rick? I have no idea. The trailers have looked good. So they're trying to get me to say something controversial. What's like about the Jurassic World? That's not controversial. I usually try and reserve the right to make a decision about something till after I've seen it because most of the time people make more of a big deal over something than when it should be made over. As far as I'm concerned, anyways. Liz says, we must break Rick of his radical centrism so people will start clipping Rick's streams and post the clips to build hype. Well, see, there's the thing. Maybe you could clip it and say, how can he be so in the middle? He should be taking a side one way or the other. I know he hasn't seen it, but he should take a side. uh, let's see. Joshua says, what are your thoughts on women's wrongs? Well, what are you talking about precisely? Neither do I. Uh, Maybe after. It's like, what's Joshua's first? What's wrong with the women these days? Flit's like, women do no wrong in Rick's eyes. Feminists confirmed. Oh, women do plenty wrong in my eyes. Like, one, not date me. There. That's what they do. No women date me or give me the chance. Is that good enough? I'm a good guy, aren't I? That's what I've been told anyway, so I'm a good guy. Have you guys been lying to me? you, you said about watching the trailer for Weapons, and you were saying a little bit about you're not completely sure what it not really seems to be about weapons. It seems to be about these kids. Yeah. Joshua says women are destroying the Western civilization because they won't take Rick. Yep, exactly. There's well heck, there's bad women out there, there's bad guys out there, and unfortunately the bad ones don't take responsibility in either sex. You can't say that. You want to get canceled? Sure, cancel me. I'll find somewhere else to hang out. I got a Rumble account. I got an Odyssey account. Jeez. I don't want guys to date me. Completely. Here we go with the both sides to centrism. You can't say that, Cross Comics. What can't I say? Apparently, I can say it. I just said it. Well, I can believe that. Joshua says they're only trying to silence you for telling the truth. Blitz like Rick's anti-man. Just further evidence. Rick is a total evidence. And Alpha's like, why would you say something so controversial yet so brave? Okay, what did I say? I don't even. Well, it could still fail. Come on, 30 million's a lot of money, but yes, it's a lot harder. There are movies that get put in the box office that don't make 30 million, I believe, but yeah, I'll agree when it's the lower the cost, the less chance it is, or it's harder to fail. Yeah, well, neither am I. Joshua is like, okay, so I just got you invited to 15 different Manosphere podcasts. Okay. I would have no clue because just maybe progress. They just want to do with progress or something. I don't know. And what did they say? Did they say some sort of statement that they think people are repulsed by 2D animation, or are you just that's what you think? I don't know. I haven't looked into any of this in any way, shape, or form. They're just trolling me. They're just doing what they do best. Trolling me, teasing me, however you want to say it. I I know you shouldn't feed the trolls, but I guess I'm feeding them just because it's fun. It's fun to feed the trolls sometimes. I'm not French. French and Flit, because Flit will be your co-host. He says, "Oh, well, he can be the guy who hates everything." Sure. You can hate everything except everything that you like. Oui, monsieur. um, uh, that's not how you spell monsieur. I know I'm not French, but I know a little of it. Ripping off their butt cheeks or ripping off their legs? What's more painful? Is that the question? How do you? Okay, I get ripping off the legs, but wouldn't if you like it depends how you did it. You if you ripped off somebody's legs, you might take part of the butt cheeks with them. So wouldn't you? Well, the thighs are part of the legs, technically. Hmm. I'm gonna say I think they would be equally as painful. I know that name. What did he do? Ah, and make sure I can start wearing a beret when I stream, and I should make sure I'm eating Timbits loudly in the microphone. I was at Timmy's today. Had a Boston cream and an ice cap. What is a Canadian Shield's favorite food? Um, we hasn't had a lot of at this point in the comics. He hasn't had a lot of modern cuisine. I wouldn't say buffalo. I don't think there was too many buffalo in this area. Although he did say something about something smelling as bad as buffalo dung. Maybe it should have been moose dung. What what will he eat at the diner truck stop? Haven't you read the script? You had a Boston cream and an ice cap there, buddy. I'm practicing with Canadian accent for the podcast. Possibly squirrel. Yeah, every character needs a favorite food, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Well, he hunts a lot. The thing is, he's not used to. I guess he could have a favorite food, but he's definitely not used to being able to, get whatever food he wants on a dime like us. Yeah, well, yes, reading the script may not be the Jedi way, but I say that to Alpha Proto because he will be drawing up number 4. He is doing Alpha Proto is doing the inks and pencils and inks for Canadian Shield 4. Oh, which reminds me, how is the Ashcan coming? Any more done on page 2? Ooh, ouch. Not good. What does it look like? Who are you talking to? Okay. Who's doing the Ashcan? Alpha Proto is doing the Ashcan as well. But he has a bit of time for number 4 because in between Canadian Shield 3 and Canadian Shield 4, we will be having a campaign for Snowdrift 2, drawn by the one, the only, John Dillard, and inked by Fly Fox Pro. And we'll be having a campaign for The Flame, number 1, penciled and inked by the one, the only, Fly Fox Pro. We need more controversial opinions, Rick. What can I say? I'm not a controversial guy. Well, sometimes John can be controversial for sure. He smokes. Yes, John does. He smokes. Think of the children. Yes, he smokes, and John has children. My mom smoked, and she had a child. Me. If we break victim its radical centrism, we may be able to market him as the Tim Pool of comics. How do you feel about Civil Wars? I don't really like them. Although I'm on Captain America's side. Do you own a beanie? What's a beanie? Do I own one of those small little caps with thing that twirls? No. They don't have any beanie babies either. Oh, Lord, we'd have to work too. Okay, so I'm gonna get Canadian Shield done here. Hopefully, well, not hopefully. I'm gonna get all the colors tight on him. He needs a beret. A beret. But as for your question earlier, Alpha, he is, I believe, having a burger, or more precisely, a cheeseburger. I think, if I remember right, my script in Canadian Shield 4. He had never heard of it, and he wants to try it. He knows what beef is, of course, but and he knows what cheese is, but he never had them together on a burger. Well, I don't think this diner will be serving bison burgers. How much to make it a bacon cheeseburger perfectly. Although, if I ever put the work, there is I'm not sure whether they're in the States or not. There is a franchise called The Works, which is a burger joint. Um, they could possibly have it. I know they have elk and a couple other different meats. So is everybody ready for Thursday for Canadian Superheroes edition of the Silhouette game? I guess you have some homework to do, eh? Yeah. Well, I think you know of one other Canadian superhero. No, I can't promise he'll be in it, but yeah, the Canadian Shield. Uh, no. Well, because today, July 1st, is Canada Day, Canada's birthday. Let's abolish Alpha. They're all going to be Alpha Flight. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, yes, today. The, the heading, the title of today's episode, Chill Stream, the date, Canada Day. And next week, a week from thing, I will do patriotic American characters. So this is a holiday special chill stream. Rick celebrates Canada Day. That's the other day, almost like it's made up holiday. No, I've done stuff before on Canada Day. Just I could have went out places or whatever, but most things are closed. I didn't feel up to do much today. I didn't feel up to do much yesterday. Okay, later. Have a good day. For you, it was Canada Day. For me, it was Tuesday. Yeah. Um, I should have eaten some poo-tang. What's poo-tang? Went to Timmy's. That's more as much classic Canadian as. Okay, so I want to finish this off before ending the stream tonight. And then I'll probably be back on tomorrow night doing some more. It's on the Tim Hortons secret menu next time. Well, I know they have poutine, but they don't have poutang. Actually, I'm not even sure they have poutine at the moment. If they had a secret menu, I would know about it, Flit. Although I don't drink coffee that often, I have went to McDonald's, not McDonald's, uh, Tim Hortons for years. No, I'm not gonna ask for it. I don't have it. First of all, I'm just making fun of Alpha Proto and his spelling of poutine because I know that's what he meant. Poutine. Shameful. What is shameful? That you're a voice? Pretending to be an incel for clot? Clot? Float? There we go. Rick pretending he doesn't know what Joshua is talking about to deflect from allegations. Hey, well, tomorrow we will finish up that panel, getting all the colors tight. You know what? I'm canceling your podcast appearance. Oh, and Alpha, I didn't. Usually, the last few times you've been commenting on the AI stuff, but no comment on the one from yesterday. Yeah, well, it could still be amazing. You'll have to find somebody French to do it with. What? Oh, yeah. Actually, this made it into my thing too. That this picture I animated it. Didn't do much to the animation, I believe, but it got into the video for Canadian Shield. Yeah, he definitely is. I like him a lot myself. Yeah, well, see, Flint, I could never do French and Flint because I'm not French. I can speak, yeah, I don't know, maybe a dozen, 2 dozen words, and that's just because I know some numbers. Oui, non, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You gotta fake it till you make it and all that. Oh, I could put on the accent, mon ami, but I don't know how good I would do it because I would not know too many French words. Bonjour, au revoir, je m'appelle Richard. Comment allez-vous? Maybe I know 3 dozen words. But I have said most of the words that I know in France. You see, Sacre Bleu, Baba, Skeeter Scatter. I don't know what to say now, mon ami. Hey, Sherry, who do you think you are, Gambi? That's enough for a podcast. You can refuse reuse a dozen words. No, no. Oh yeah, I'm sure no one will notice. Yeah, especially when we go get into. They want me to talk French. Yeah, here's my words. Sacre bleu. Why don't you leave me alone? I'm speaking on the Frenchman. Poulet. There's another French word. Poulet. Chicken. We just need a few YouTube shorts clips to go viral. Yeah. No, sometimes that's all it takes, right? We need to get my watch time up there because I am at 850 subs, 52 subs, 852 subs, and 733 valid watch hours. I need to get over 3,000 to get monetized. Clipping this. That's what sponsors are for. No one's going to watch the full thing. We would hope so, eh? Si, mon ami. Si, mon ami. Canadien. Montserrat. Montreal. Jacques comme Champlain. 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 Crucial. Oh, I'm crazy. I'm a little bonkers. I'm a little loco. Oh, no. It's quarter after. I think I'm going to take off for now, guys. It's been great having you all here. Hopefully we'll see. I'm going to be back on hopefully tomorrow night doing some more of this. I got a whole bunch of stuff to do tomorrow for the campaign, which should be launching Saturday noon Eastern Standard Time over on Dillard's channel. So Dillard draws. We still got to confirm that this week. I'll hopefully get into a chat with Dillard at night. Sometime tomorrow or Thursday. And hopefully we'll have a big spectacular launch and we'll get over our $500 funding goal in the first day. Wouldn't that be nice? So, bye for now, everybody. See you tomorrow. God bless. Love you all. Happy Canada Day to all the Canadians out there. Not that there's many Canadians watching, and more Americans watching than Canadians. So, bye for now. God bless. Love you all. Au revoir.